People might suggest that this particular TV presenter's career is already on a life support system, simply because, if you remember, a recent debacle over on her channel saw the fact that she didn't publicly at least come out and support her one-time co-star, her BFF, best friends forever, after so many years. Absolutely cut them loose and made sure that she was well protected. That's what some people say anyway. But the bigger problem, you see, when you are already in very difficult period with your life is simply this. See, Holly herself, the bigger problem is this. You know, the viewership for her daytime TV show is based on people really being connected, interacting. You are one of them, you know, you're cost cutting, you're battling through life, all the things that they cover, cooking, lifestyle, features, medical, all of that sort of stuff. But as we've seen with so many celebrities, they are multi-millionaires purporting to be just like you and me. And Holly Willoughby is recently no different. You see, she was caught out once again taking a private jet to go and see many of the bands at the festival in Glastonbury. Quite why she needed to take a private jet remains to be seen. She wasn't the only celebrity though. These are the same celebrities that tell you climate change is coming, everything's about to end, you better jump quick. You get the picture. Only recently also, Holly revealed in an interview that her children were very concerned about the climate. Clearly not as concerned as Holly, as I say, who jumped into that helicopter. Of course, it's not been all plain sailing for Miss Willoughby, because last year she was accused, of course, of jumping the queue to see the late monarch lying in state. That debacle she thought she got over, and she had for a short period. But now on the show, once again, she's thrown herself well into hot water. And this is rather concerning, particularly advertisers, and more importantly, the dreaded ratings of the show. This was all about a debate regarding Just Stop Oil invading the pitches at Wimbledon and Lord's Cricket Ground. And Holly misguidedly said, well, perhaps they have something of a point. Now, given the fact that I would say 98% of the country over here in the United Kingdom do not support this particular endeavour, particularly on usually big sporting events, possibly the wrong thing to say to your audience, as I say, who are struggling, to say the least. Very quickly, social media was alight with all the negativities thrown once again at Miss Willoughby regarding her flight to Glastonbury and her other ridiculous comments. Now, what's interesting for her now is the show decides to go off air with her for the summer. She's been replaced. She's hoping that all of this will have blown over once again by the time she returns in September. But the biggest issue now for ITV is simply this. It's very, very obvious that Holly Willoughby cannot front the show on her own. She likes to see herself now as the lead presenter, the major star. But gaffes like this, particularly when they dent possible advertising revenue and, more importantly, the dreaded ratings, all eyes will be now on her, and rest assured someone will have had a stern word after the show. But is it enough once again to save Holly's career? As the show, as I say, takes the summer debacle and moves away and decides to reflect on how it comes back from the scandal-ridden show that it has now become, will Holly still be part of the team? Or indeed, will she find a new endeavour? Now, according to the CEO of ITV, she's very woke, Caroline McCall, everything's fine. But it's not about her, is it? It's about the viewers. It's about the advertisers. It's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.